Hi everyone, welcome to the Matrix Oracle. My name is Audrey. I am your host for this little special live, okay? Not expected, probably by my higher self, but not so much by my little Audrey me. So I thought I would come live, you guys. It's Sunday. No astro forecast for today. Tomorrow I'll start again so we can channel a little bit those energies, the cosmic dance. We are approaching this new moon in Gemini. You guys, this is so big. It's almost so big, I sometimes just have like tears in my eyes by connected to this energy. This is literally second chances for integration of karmic patterns, shifting really your timelines, quantum leaping, like really having this opportunity to grasp so much knowledge. Okay, so I wanted to go live to speak about your aura, speak about the light, speak about the light that is within us all, and that when we look at each other, what we admire, what we're looking to kind of maybe sometimes just replicate or emulate is the light. And you have your unique source of light, and the way that it is going through you is meant to express certain codes, certain ancient wisdom, certain ways of being, certain ways of doing things, going about things. So I just released on my YouTube 2 major frequency healing for this week, because we're going to go towards this new moon energy, so new intention. So when you go to plant new seeds, you want to make sure you don't have a shitty bag of seeds, okay? You want to make sure that you tap into the highest version of what your intentions are, okay? And by the way, the light is just, this is actually purple. Some of you see the blue light, but it's to create a mood. Instead of just a white light, okay? I've been meditating for hours now. This week has been such blessing for me. I've helped so many people activate their galactic connection, because we have major placements between asteroids, the source of the universe, where supposedly we have the Big Bang. Okay, so we have major alignments that are helping us to bring onto this earth new source of information, new source of energy, new ways of being, new ways of doing things, new way to solve certain problems we have on earth. Okay, so this is something that this week I have been called to do, and those are 2 specific, hi Marilyn, 2 specific frequencies. One is to help you bridge the gap for yourself, okay? Because ultimately, this is one thing you have to know about me. I am here to help you tap into your gifts and be independent. I am not here to mother you and make you dependent on me at all. I am just here when you really need certain guidance, or bring a piece of awareness that you're missing. So this process of bridging the gap between the physical self and the spiritual self, it has to go between the conscious and the subconscious. And we have sometimes a hard time doing this. This is kind of like going to look for the light into the darkness. And a lot of people get scared because they don't know what's there and they expect the worst. But there's actually many gifts that are waiting for you in those places, the places of the subconscious. And what happens is that when you tap into the subconscious, you're able to look at things more from an observer point of view. And the observer allows you, instead of being hyper focused like we are in this life, okay? Hyper focused on what's just in front of us. when you walk the gateway of the subconscious, you are able to tap exactly the bridge. You're able to tap into the observer state, and it gives you access, just like cameras, you guys. It gives you access to different cameras to look at certain things that are occurring in your life. So some of you, when you're just hyper focused on, yes, whatever has been going on in your life, when you go into those meditative state, you are able to access the different cameras. So literally what we see manifested in our world is something that we can do. This technology from machines is a replication of our own abilities. You are that freaking powerful that you can have access to all points of view. Okay, so this is definitely something that I'm helping everyone. I put it on my YouTube so you can fall asleep to it, power nap to it. What I do is that I put a scale that is called the Inception scale. If some of you have not watched the Inception movie, you might need to see it, okay? This is about having access to the alternate states, okay? How did I find this scale? It was very easy for me. At some point in the movie, they're saying, I'm sure it's, I think it's Leonardo DiCaprio, okay? Is saying that people are stuck at 491. It's a room number. It's really a scale, okay? It's a level. And they're supposed to access 528. So 491, 528, the difference is 37. 37, some of you might know Robert Edward Grant. He's a very great, famous, mathematic, quantum physicist, and spiritual person at the same time. So he puts those information together. 37, when you multiply by 3, equals 111. 37 times 3 equals 222. 37 times 3, 111. 37 times 6, 222. 37 times 9, 333. And you go on and so forth, every 3. So every 3, which we know 369 is very powerful. It actually gives you the scale of the angelic numbers. All right? So this scale of 37 is something that I used in this frequency, so you can literally tap into the realm of the subconscious mind. So definitely some of you, if you are sensitive to sound, we are all sensitive to sound, but some of you are more, aware of it. This is very powerful. So I use this specific scale, and I give you the scale. I put out everything that I put on my music is shared. There is no trying to put any subliminals that you're not aware of, okay? So you know what I'm doing there. And I'm using a powerful Gnostic mantra, okay? The Gnostic mantra is Raum Gaum. This is literally, some of you may have some, clairvoyant and audient gifts. But when I started doing this with the Inception scale, I started seeing literally the gate between my conscious self and my subconscious self, as if there was a bridge that was being formed and the gate opening, as if I was doing open sesame. I was like, oh, this is cool. All right. So again, this is my experience. And some of you, you've been working with those frequencies. I have some feedback from people that have been using those frequencies, that have been telling me, I've been receiving messages from people I haven't seen for a long time. All of a sudden, they reappear in my life. And when we did a session, they were there for particular activation that was going to be majorly supportive for them. Okay, so there's definitely a lot that is coming through for some of you that have been starting to work with this frequency. Okay, so this is something that I channel for everyone to help you. Thank you so much, you guys. To help you tap into the realm of your subconscious. Okay, so the ones that are going to do the workshop with me, I have a workshop that I'm pre-ordering right now. If you want, that's something that you can pre-order. I am still hesitant whether I want to do the workshop live or it's pre-recorded. I kind of tend to like to do things with the people that are surrounding me, so I think I will still ponder on this. But please, if you are interested in activating this at a superior level, because the ones that I'm doing on the YouTube channel, this is something where you can just let the energies work on you. The ones that want to become more like lucid dreamer, active astral travelers, I'm your gal. I have a knack for this. And I don't know, well, yes, I know how or why. It's kind of in my composition. But this is something that is very dear to my heart, to take you on those voyage, okay, so you can do this. I meditated to the frequency, and yes, it's helped me receive a message. I woke up and thought it was the next day. Thank you, Audrey. Yes, you guys, this is very powerful. Now, I just released, thank you, by the way, you guys, I cannot keep your the comments, so if you're interested, please make sure you DM me or you go in my bio link. You can pre-order the workshop. I'm gathering all the people that want to participate. Ultimately, I think I really would want to just constantly do live activation. This is easy for me. This is something that I do for myself all the time. And this is how I receive the information that I share with you guys, okay? So that's level 1, and I strongly suggest you guys do it this week because of the new moon. And that means that this new moon is in such alignment with the galactic center, so you can access to new perceptions of feeling about certain things that happened to you, heal some of your past traumas. Trauma recovery is a major thing for me. This is something that is very dear to my heart, to help people stop their own cycle of suffering. It literally, when I meditate about it and when I get the energies and the frequencies and all the knowledge that I get, it brings me to tears, because ultimately this is something that I've always felt I want to help with other people's pain, okay? And there's so much pain out there, okay? So I can, I only have my level of access, and I do my best. But ultimately, I'm helping you help yourself so you don't become dependent. You don't become dependent on systems like doctors, lawyers, all the things like this that can be very draining. Not that we don't need all of this out there, we do. But there's a prevention of knowing your own rights, having sovereignty, knowledge about your rights, having knowledge about your abilities. You know, you have all psychic abilities. You do. You all have communication with spirit. You all have healing hands, healing abilities, and you can heal yourself. So this is something that is very dear to me as far as a message and sparking up this power back into everyone, because we just forgot, okay? But it's there. Let me see, Christina, what you said. Please, everyone, Audrey. Audrey is magical and true, starting to spirituality and heal. Well, yes, Christina, I have some of you. You literally start joining the tribe, and I've been seeing you just like start at a spiritual level, and you're just like boom. I mean, some of you, you're just like you mind blow me. I'm like so proud of you. You just piggyback on the energy. You follow the cosmic dance. You kind of apply it. Hi, Stephanie. Oh, my tribe is here. So a little bit of like out of nowhere, I'm showing up. Now, I want to talk about the second one that I released today. So same principle, you guys. What I released for the collective is something where I list everything you need to know. I list everything you need to know that I'm using. I usually dim my voice, not because I don't want my people to hear my voice, but because when you're trying to fall asleep, it's easier not to have too loud of a voice. But especially the one that I released today is something that mixes two effects on your aura. Your aura literally, it's your light. It affects you whether you're going to get sick, whether you're going to get into accident, whether you're going to feel protected, whether you're going to feel charismatic, whether you're going to feel beautiful, whether you're going to feel youthful. Your aura is your light. This is your gold. And we are not being taught how to literally just prevent and self-care this light. And that's something that if you're not aware of it, a lot of us out there, and I was one of them, I literally had to spend hours cleaning my aura because as an empath, and some of you will know about that, okay, I was just a sponge and I absorbed everything. I absorbed everyone's pain, everything that I didn't want them to go through. I just kind of like, sure, I'll take that. I don't even know how to stop caring. Okay, so some of you, if you are empaths, that, you know, the subconscious communication is something that is for everyone, but really the aura is for empath. It's like your lifesaver. Some of you, you are literally drowning in other people's energy, running out like a cuckoo bird, a chicken without a head, not knowing what is what in your life because you totally lost track of that. Can you please explain why people get intense deja vu? I've always experienced it and it overwhelms me. Well, it kind of depends, but deja vu is usually something, obviously, you already lived, but something that kind of needs to spark some type of awareness. So some of you, if you have deja vu, you probably have an ability to tap into past lives. You just need more of that communication. So for you, my dear Claire, okay, I would suggest that frequency I released a couple of days ago, which is, you know, your subconscious mind. It's part of the inner light activation. I called it the inner light activation series because this is about you being aware of your light, your potential, and reactivating all of this. So deja vus are signs that, you know, there's something as far as timelines, things that you have to review, and I would go into the subconscious mind for that. Okay, let's go back to the aura. The frequency I released is using two mantras that I kind of like stacked onto each other. One I was singing a little higher and one a little lower. One is really for cleansing, you're welcome, honey, for cleansing each chakra, okay? It's cleansing each chakra. The other one is to literally strengthen the light. So when I was doing energy work, we're in some sessions with some of you this week and even weeks before, I was struggling sometimes cleansing myself between clients. And you my women out there, you will know what I'm talking about. I kind of like to multitask. So when I can't, you know, multitask, like, okay, well, I need to cleanse and I need to strengthen, and how the fuck am I gonna do that? So I put them together. So when I'm actually listening to the frequency, your brain knowing this, so your conscious mind know there's two sources of information. But what's very interesting is your subconscious mind is going to try to make you listen to both. So this little effort that doesn't feel like effort, but your brain just does it, it wants to listen to it all, just creates this kind of like squeezing out the energy, you know, pushing out what's not yours and kind of inviting in what's yours. Okay, so that whole kind of energy in your auric field was being created, and I added a 432 hertz scale in order to activate the DNA. That means The DNA is activated through the nervous system, through the contraction of your muscles, through electricity. So I activated this to spark up even more the superpower, the supercharge of this whole effect. So you can listen to this. You would be benefiting from this if you listen, especially in the morning. And if you are in a very toxic place in your life, do it before you go to bed, and then listen to the subconscious, okay? So those are two. You can wake up with the activation of your aura. If you have a busy day, for me, I do energy work pretty much all day. So I do this type of cleansing between clients, between, switching like kind of topics. I need to. I connect with a lot of people's energy. It's almost like, it's like I would carry germs, not to say that we have germs, but it's almost like, people come to me usually when they have something they struggle with. So that means it's a weakness, it's something that they struggle with. I don't go about my day and kind of carry that everywhere. That's kind of like the same principle, and that's something you want to be aware of, for your loved ones, for your kids, for your partner, for your family. Take care of your motherfucking light. Okay? So that's something you can use in the morning if you have very heavy duty, negative energies around you. You might want to listen to it during the day. You might want to listen to it before you go to bed, and then you can finally tap into the subconscious mind. Hi, sweetheart. Yes, my galactic sister. So the workshop is coming together. I have the principle and the activation. This is to help you activate your healing abilities. It has come very strongly as a message from the divine, from those new codes, that we have to be conscious that the only medicine we need is ours, is our light. Okay, so the medicine that your body needs, your mental, emotional, spiritual layer of self, it needs you. More of you, more of your presence, okay? And for some of you, I know it because I see it. A lot of you came to me to be galactically activated. You have a lot of power that wants to be unleashed. Where can you find this frequency you made? Mandy, it's all on my YouTube. Okay, so on my YouTube, I have a file called meditation, okay? I'm playing one with the aura in the background. There's one for the aura lights. And again, please read the description. I put it at the beginning. Use headphones. I am very fond of using subliminals, binaural beats, things that help you tap into the layers of the subconscious self. Okay, I studied music. I went to music college. I did music technology. I was a professional singer. Music is like sound. It just gives me so much information. Vibration is full of language. Okay, and this is something I try to translate in those activations, but I wanted to come live and talk about this because there is just a very strong call for everyone to have the awareness of what's coming into play. I literally have been receiving and seeing even live on, some people talking about those things or talking about pieces of this thing, about the karmic debts being erased. You know how in politics we talk about this, like college debts or whatever? Realize some of those things that we see, actually all of the things we kind of have debates in politics, they are happening at a higher level. We are kind of debating if the human race is, or, a certain level of people that were just like, well, they are in the school and college of life, and maybe we can erase those debts because we can kind of like come together and have those wishes that, some of the things that we have experienced or we've created as cyclic and karmic patterns, they were out of a place where we did not know. And if you know in your heart and your mind and your soul, in your whole being, that you would not repeat certain decisions, because now you can, you know, have access of different cameras, of different perception and different views, then this is a very good opportunity for everyone to kind of open up those new doorways and wipe out their karmic slate. Let me see, you guys. Let me answer. Do you do live meditation? Okay, so this is something that I'm actually considering, you guys, to do. Right now, I had planned to record the workshop, but I don't have as much fun as I'm by myself. I like to have you guys along the ride, okay? Plus, I do believe that it helps me channel exactly some of the things that you guys need. You know, that means that, you know, people that are present, they offer me their light, they offer me their energy in exchange. And that means that I'm able to gather certain pieces of information in that moment. So I kind of like changed my mind after doing all of this. I think a part of me was a little scared, because it's such a huge amount of energy. And I was like, I don't know if I can do it. And I stayed patient, and I used my own frequencies, and I used some of the techniques, and I followed, you know, like my blind guidance. And, you know, like that's something I posted yesterday. Great powers come to the ones that trust, you know, the whispers of their heart. And I was like, I don't have the solution. How can I channel that much energy for everyone? And as I started practicing more and more what I was given for everyone, I was able to. So this was my gift in return. So I was like, okay, I think I got it. And obviously I will still practice, because it gives me so much energy and gives me so much light that I'm happy to take you all for the ride. So let me see. Is the inner light activation okay for those who have not purposely channeled before? Yes. This is not so much. Realize one thing. I'm channeling. You can only channel as much as you have kind of cleared the pathway. Okay? So don't ever, that's something that I said to a couple of people that have the fear of kind of falling into that black hole of, of things that they're not prepared for. If you actually commend yourself that, you know, you are only accessing what you are ready for, you know, that's even more powerful. But at a higher level, we're usually protected, because it's almost like the universe doesn't want to shock us too much. There are some daredevils out there. And I'm sure if you said this, Stephanie, some of you may have like some experience where you're like, what the heck did I just do? Okay, energetically, you're supposed to give more access between your source of light and your body. So you're not channeling anything but that cord, okay? When I channel the information in order to do this myself. And when I do, what it does is that my light gives access to a little bit like wider. It becomes wider. So when I become wider, I can encompass more. This is why it's not that I'm actually tapping into your source. I'm expanding my light. Instead of having like a little fine line, a little spaghetti, okay, cord, I start to channel. I open myself. Okay? So that's how it works. But thank you for the question, because I never had to explain it, but when I'm reliving what I go through when I do this, this is what it does. When do you plan this important live? When will it start? Okay, you guys, so I have a feeling that there's two parts that I want to do. And I'm probably planning to do Wednesday and then Saturday in preparation for Sunday. Now, the ones that are getting the workshop, you will, if you miss the live, you will be still able to be there, download it. Just realize that your presence obviously is always welcome and wonderful. This is actually why I was like, should I, shouldn't I? Because I really love being around people and doing this as a group, as a collective. But if you're missing it, just know that there's still a very strong effect when you're watching things, okay? When you're rewatching. So I'm planning to do the aura, the one that I released today, Wednesday, and Saturday do the subconscious, okay? I think it's in this order. Yes. Because I want, when you have a stronger auric field, you have a stronger light. First of all, it cleanses you. And then when you go travel into your subconscious, what it does, because I did the reverse for myself, okay? So I can tell you how it does. What it does is that when you're still carrying more negativity and more patterns that haven't been released karmically, your access to the subconscious can be a little bit distorted by the pain, the trauma, the things that you haven't processed. So working on activating your light, the space, all energy centers, and making your light wider, greater, stronger, allows you, when you go and dive into the subconscious mind, it helps you have a different type of communication. So this is the plan. I have lots of little surprises in there. I will be channeling this, will be in this room. I have access here with paintings that are directly brought from Egypt. Okay, I work a lot with the energy of Bast, Sekhmet. And why do I want to mention this? It's because she is linked to Saturn. So Saturn is the master teacher of impact. And this is usually where we go and repeat karmic cycle. So we had a chat. No, I'm joking. We had a chat and I'm like, I don't want everyone to repeat those cycles. I don't want to repeat those cycles. So I want everyone to benefit the same thing. So we're really in a phase right now where the ones that are able to rebalance their karmic scale can expand this light of awareness to others so they have the same opportunity. Whether they answer the call or not, this is out of my hands. All right. Thank you, soul brother. Abracadabra. Yes, we create as we speak. I love it. Okay, I believe in you. Thank you. So, let me see, you guys. That's pretty much. Thank you guys for all the support. I really kind of did not know where to go with all this amount of information, and I was like, you know what, this is where I need to connect with my tribe. Like, if that resonates with them, if that's what they want to do and talk about this work, it's been really supportive for me to help some of you tremendously access, greater communication with your inner voices, your inner knowing, whatever clairs you have. And by the way, some of you, when you start practicing more and more some of your psychic clairs, what I've noticed is that then they will kind of shift around. I used to have very, very strong clairaudience, clairvoyance, and now it's almost like I had a few months of training where it was just going to be claircognizance, clairsentience, and I was literally removed the audio and the vision. And I was like, that's kind of what I like. Can we please put it back on? So it's more of a tuning, okay? It's more of a tuning and parts of your body that you tune into certain frequencies in order to activate this. And just so you know, when you actually let yourself kind of be guided in those areas, you can tap into those powers with more greater access, okay? It's almost like this is what we do for each other. We kind of share our gifts, okay? And that's something for me. It's I don't want you to come to me for clairvoyance or clairaudience. I want to activate that in you. I want to activate the power for you to walk into your subconscious mind. I want you to have the power to remember your dreams, to be able to interpret them, to be able to understand how you can create from the dream state and manifest into the physical state. There's a lot there, and that's kind of like my role. It's more of a bridge, and sometimes, yeah, I'm here to give you a little bit of hints and clues, but I'm here to activate that in you. So if that's something that you want, and that's something that you have to realize you are a spiritual being. The only thing is that we've disconnected all those layers, and I'm just here to help you play engineer. It's just like, okay? So that's what I have, you guys. So if you're interested in the workshop, I'm going to plan the times. It's supposed to be Wednesday, then Saturday. There's 2 energy work. In the meantime, and whether or not you can't or can afford the workshop, you have the frequencies. I created them so you can all have access to them. The ones that are going to be part of the workshop, they're going to be just guided in a deeper way so they can understand how to do this more for themselves, and they can practice this. Ultimately, this is something I love doing, is helping you channel more energy so you can understand yourself, your own purpose. So you can find your own destiny. So you can really do this all by yourself. Because you have the power. I know it. It's just access. Give me access. Alright, you guys. So again, you can go in my bio link. You have the workshop that you can pre-order, but I'm going to kind of like give some info. The ones that already ordered, thank you guys. The ones that already ordered, you're going to receive, the Zoom link. So we'll do this in Zoom. I'll probably like this. We'll have the music. I'm going to help you know how to activate, especially the energy of your hands, the energy of your whole being. Some of you, you will know. If it's for you, you will answer the call, okay? And if it's not for you right now, I have a feeling I'm going to be doing more of this. Just a feeling. Just a feeling. Okay? All right, you guys. Love you. Sending you much love and light your way. I'll be back tomorrow talking about the cosmic dance. There is just so much going on. So much going on. There's so many blessings that are weaved into the cosmos. I'm just like, wow. All right. So I'll see you tomorrow. And for my subscribers, some of you are subscribed to the channel. We'll go and review the week, and that means we'll focus on this new moon. All right.